Okay, welcome back, gentlemen. It is Japan turn 4. It's 12:57 Boston time, and the code word is fishy. As always, I'm going to zoom in on the little magnetized fragile mess that I made and deconstruct at the beginning of every video. Again, it's just a step we can take to ensure that the video is genuine, because there's no getting that back together. Something to consider. I think everybody should be doing that, to be honest with you. It's just a good step. Anyway, we all have the instructions for Japan, and oh yeah, I set up battle boards. This is the 2 planes and 2 tactical bombers that are attacking the destroyer in Sea Zone 38. In addition to that, I set up 2 other battle boards for the attack on Hong Kong and the attack on Kangxi. In addition to that, I set up another battle board for the Chinese assault. So let's go ahead and see if we can't get this camera mounted, start some rolling, because it's likely going to be a long turn. And there we go. The first thing we'll do is the battle in, let's zoom this out. Sorry for the shakiness. There we go. All right, so I'm buying 2 aircraft carriers, 1 destroyer and 1 sub. And let's move that on over to the side. The first thing we're going to do is the Chinese assault in Sensi. There are 8 men, all depicted here. That's not really working, is it? Anyway, there are 8 men, and then I have combined arms rules for my 1 man coming in, my mech coming in, and that'll do the trick, I think. Yeah, that's not so bad. Maybe it's better if we give it one of these. Thought I had this all set. Clearly I didn't. Anyway, we're going to start with the mechanized at a 1. Hey, that's the way to start it. So 1 hit so far, moving one of your men behind the lines. 2 dice at 2, a man and, oh, look at this. I like it. A man and an artillery, both hit. I have 1 tank that came in. Oh, I wanted to save these rules for India. This is not going to be good. 3 fighters at 3, 1 hit. 2, there's 2 more hits. So far you have 6 hits against you. And now 5 planes at 4. 1, 2, that's all we needed. That's 8 casualties. You're going to roll. You got 2, 4, 1 hit, 6, 2 hits, 8, 3 hits. Wow, I did not expect to live. I just was trying to reduce your numbers. However, it would seem that the unfair gods of the dice are continuing at play. Anyway, that's the battle of with the Chinese. I have 1 tank remaining, 3 fighters, 3 tactical bombers, and 2 strategic bombers. Those planes are landing, as you all know, back in Yunnan. I'll clean that up afterwards. The next order of business is Burma. There's no battle board. It's just a bunch of stuff against your 1 man. So 2 tanks hit, and your 1 man, he defends as well. So I'm going to kill 1 of my men, and your guy is gone. Let's see. So I'm moving into Burma with, instead of 12 men, there are now 2 less. So, 1, 2. Okay, so we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 men there currently. That's about to change. Now, the next order of business is, I did say the code word, right? Fishy? I hope I did. Anyway, the next order of business is the attack on Kangxi, or Kangxi, just north of Hong Kong. We're coming in with a fighter, a tactical bomber, and 2 men from Johal. So, that's this right here, the bottom battle board, which you can see, and that'll work. Okay, so 2 men at 1s, 1 hit, you're gone, you're going to defend, you rolled a 3, no casualties there. Next one is Hong Kong. 2 men, 1 tactical bomber. 2 men, Snake Eyes. Nice. Your man defends 3 ones in a row. Yikes. Somebody's on fire for everybody. Anyway, that's cleaned up. So we're going to be taking Kang Si with 1 man. And that's done. And then we're going to be taking your man out of Hong Kong. And in Hong Kong, we're going to have 2 men. All right. Next attack is Shan State. I'm coming in with 2 men and 2 tanks. Actually, you know what? Now it's too late. I've already written the instructions. That's too much stuff. I should have brought the tank from Kang Si into just 1 tank. That would have been smarter. But it is what it is. I'm already locked in. So 2 men. I rolled another 1. You're dead. And your Anzac infantry, he rolled a 1. Man, I'm rolling a lot of 1s. You better watch out. So you hit and I hit. So I'm now in Shan State with 1 infantry and 2 tanks. The next attack is on C-Zone 38. There are 4 planes, 2 fighters, and 2 tactical bombers. So 2 fighters, 1 hit. You got to defend for a 2 or less, and you roll a 3. I don't mind those results at all. Let's see. We are now at 6:37 in the film. All the attacks. Oh yeah, my fighter from 36 zoomed in on your British transport in 44, and it's now gone. My destroyer. Let's see. There are no other combats, right? Burma's done. Shan State is done. China is done. Hong Kong is done. Kang Si is done. Yep, that's it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and move this camera. And we're going to get rid of this battle board now that we know what the results of all those are. And now I'll zoom in on the movements. We could even slide this rolling table out of the way and get things done concisely. Anyway, as we all know, we lost we lost a man, a artillery, and a mechanized in the Battle of Shenxi. The Chinese, however, had a worse day than that. And I'm just there with a tank. What did that? Oh, I see what I did. I took the tank off the battle board and I placed it there. That's sneaky, Noonan. Very sneaky. The 3 fighters and the 3 tactical bombers, as we already know, have landed back in Yunnan, as have the bombers. I'll remove that tag later. Down in Burma, we had moved in. We took 1 casualty in Burma. The 2 carriers that were once upon a time in 36 have now moved forward to 38, as we've already spelled out. And this carrier left the plane and the tactical bomber that was on it and exchanged them for the newly arrived ones in C-Zone 38. We're going to have to fix that. A little bit mess. One-handed with magnets is a nightmare. I do not recommend it. Anyway, the carrier came down from Japan. It is now here. And it has 2 planes upon it. The ones that were already in that C-Zone initially. I'm moving my destroyer down to 42. I made the change. I'm not bringing my sub down to 41 because I don't want to do a convoy shot. We're moving a destroyer and a battleship into C-Zone 38 as well as a cruiser. We're bringing, we're going to leave the sub there. All 4 transports are coming in as well. 2, 3, 4. And they're bringing the 5 men and the 1 artillery piece that was in Kang Si, and they're dropping those units in Burma in stage support for what's coming next. We took Hong Kong and we took Kang Si. Now, the carrier and the destroyer and the 4 transports that were here still have on board 2 men, one AA gun. They're bringing them down to French Indochina. We're bringing another transport from C-Zone 6 down to 36 as well, and that's bringing a artillery piece into French Indo and a infantry into French Indo. So the battleship moves south, the carrier moves south, and the 4 transports. Again, I will clean these things up neat as a pin and send pictures in lieu of the video and the time it takes for it to download. So that looks like everything for Japan. Now, Japan is buying 2 carriers. One's going here. Oh yeah, this destroyer is moving back to C-Zone 6. I'm not going to try to block you because I absolutely invite you to come and visit me. And so we're going to have 2 planes on both carriers. 1, 2. And sub and a destroyer. And then again, these planes are landing on the carrier, and I'll clean all that up later. But let's do a quick total of where everything is. We have 2 carriers, each with 2 planes. So there's 4 planes, 2 carriers, 1, 2, 3 destroyers, 1 sub, 1 cruiser. Nope, 2 subs, 1 cruiser. In Japan, there's a tactical bomber, 1 proud infantryman, and 3 AA pieces. Down in 36, we have 4 transports, 1 battleship, 2 carriers, each holding a TAC and a fighter. And we got a sub in there too. French Indo, we have 3 men, 1 artillery piece, 1 AA piece. Kangxi, there is 1 man. Kwangtung, 2 men. Sensi, 1 tank. Yunnan, 3 fighters, 3 tactical bombers, 2 strategic bombers. The grand total that's currently in Burma right now is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 men, 2 tanks, 6 artillery pieces. And then in 38, we have 2 full carriers, each with a fighter, each with a tactical bomber, 1 battleship, 1 destroyer, 1 cruiser, 4 transports. That's it for Japan. Pretty quick. I'll add up the numbers later. All right, gentlemen, 1224 is the length of the video. Well, 1226.